Welcome future Spartans and ODST. Today, we're going to be talking about the Misriah Armory MA40, or more correctly, the MA40 training rifle. As of 2560, the Misriah Armory MA40 has become the UNSC's main service rifle. It's a 36 round magazine fed, bullpup, full automatic rifle that is used for close quarters and chambered in 7.62 by 51. God's cartridge has been around for nearly 600 years. Now, as with all militaries since the beginning of semi-automatic rifles, militaries have come out with 22 caliber training rifles to get their recruits very familiar with the weapon systems they're going to be using out in the field. Now, at this point in time, these are all over the galaxy kicking the ass of the Covenant. But this one is what you're going to be learning on today. Alright guys, all fun and games aside, this is the Nerf MA40 Nerf gun that was introduced just before the launch of Halo Infinite. And I have converted this one here to be a chassis for a 22 long rifle, semi-automatic rifle. It's my Remington 597 that you've seen in a bunch of my previous videos. And it actually fits very, very, very tightly inside of this actual package. So it still has a full 16-inch barrel inside of here, which is the main thing that's nice about bullpups. You still got to have a full-length barrel, but in a very small, compact package. So this particular rifle here, I've actually been fiddling around with this project for the better part of a year, or maybe even actually a little longer, I think. It's been close to 2 years since I've been working on this particular project. And that's only because, I've fiddled with it here, fiddled with it there. Haven't been trying on it real hard. But, I finally got around to figuring it out, building a proper fire linkage on it, and as you can see, painting it, which I'm actually fairly happy with the paint. For some reason, these orange bits of plastic did not hold the paint at all, like I was hoping. But I'm going to bring y'all in and kind of show y'all what I did, and go from there. And I'll hope y'all guys enjoy this. So, I'm not going to disassemble the rifle to show y'all everything I did, simply because it's 22 long rifle, so I was able to use the factory screws all the way around to pretty much attach this together. But inside of it, it's a little janky, but it does work, as you can see from the video. It does shoot relatively well. This cheap, holographic sight that I had put on top of it attaches to the rail, and it actually does view over the top of it. However, the battery went dead on it, so I never was able to sight it in, and I just haven't gotten around to messing with it. I don't suspect this to be a super accurate rifle. It's got clamps on holding the barrel center inside of it, and then it also has something to center it here on the muzzle here. So the barrel's got a lot of contact on it, so it's not going to be all that good for accuracy anyways. I'd imagine it probably would still be, capable out to 100 yards. But basically what I did on this, I'm going to flip it around here, is once I made the rifle in here fit properly, I cut a hole here to expose the serial number, as is federal law. If you hide your serial number, that's a no bueno. So the serial number is visible from the outside of the rifle. I made a linkage that actually comes up through here, up the side of the receiver, pops down, and has a bar that comes over onto the trigger. I can actually actuate the safety on the rifle as I can, and it does seem to cycle pretty good. Ejection, I cut out the ejection port here, and the receiver is right in here, and I had a couple shells, sounds like it bounced off in here, but otherwise than that, it has ejected out of this port relatively reliably. Let me see if this can pop this section up right here. Actually, I think I can't without taking this cover off. I did make a little hole here so I can actually use the ejector, or not the ejector, the mag release to drop out the magazine. I never could figure out a good way to work with a magazine of any way. The factory magazine for the 597 does drop in and out of here, but you do got to kind of get your hand up in there and mess with it. I might, if it stays like this, I might go through and make a plate that actually attaches to the bottom magazine. I was contemplating doing a 25 round extended magazine, but with the way that they curve, it would curve out. I would have to chop a whole lot of stuff out here, and then it's just wouldn't look right. So I'm stuck with the 7 rounders. I think is what the 597 uses. But considering that this is mostly just going to be for planking and stuff like that and showing off, 7 rounds is more than plenty. Now, the way that I have this set up, it actually is relatively fun to shoot. The trigger's mushy, as is customary for bullpups. So it's a little mushy, especially see now it's kind of cobbled together out of a mix of flat bar and some springs. But it is functional and it is fairly fun, and it will shoot pretty reliably. I haven't had any malfunction since I've done the testing with it. So I mean, I haven't even had a jam, which is absolutely phenomenal, which exceeded my expectations when I came over to putting this thing together for this video. I really am quite excited about this. Now, something I am hoping to do in the future is I would like to build more of these chassis replica guns from Halo and other video games and movies, but I need to find me somebody locally who can 3D print stuff and is on board and stuff like that. I contacted Sang Helios Customs over in the UK, and I was try to make a deal with their main guy over there. You know, say, hey, look, you know, I want to do some collaborations. I want to see if you can make me the full size models, and then have it basically where there's some cavity inside to where maybe I can work with what I want to work with, similar to how I did this. I removed it. But because they're over in the UK and in Europe, and their gun laws are so bad over there, he didn't even want to mess with the idea of it potentially being used for a firearm. Even though he said it was a cool idea, he didn't want to mess with it. So I've got to find somebody stateside who's willing to help, because I do have some ideas. I would like to actually scale this up to be actual life size, because these Nerf guns are under life sized. But I would like to scale it up to something maybe a 9mm or even 7.62 by 39. I bet I can fit an SKS in something like this. If not, maybe a like a Comp 9 or something like that. Something like that, you know. I could figure something out. But you know, that's kind of where I'm at as far as that goes. So maybe in the future there'll be some future content coming around down the pipeline for something like that. On the other hand, I do have another custom build video coming up, probably in a couple weeks, give or take, maybe the end of next week. Fingers crossed. And I'm excited about that one too. But anyways, guys, that's it today for the Halo Nerf MA40 and 22 long rifle. Hope you guys like, subscribe. You know, supers help a lot. We're finally monetized, so you know, everything y'all do helps me out in the long run and helps me keep doing cool little neat projects like this, and hopefully will help us get even further to the much cooler stuff that I have planned. Anyways, guys, y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all next time.